Oh, I'm over here now. All right, let's fix that. This is fine. Nobody's watching. This is fine. All right, we need to flip. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That's better. Hey, everybody. Yeah, we're at 65,000 to 9069. I wanted to start the streamer hours earlier, but we got 3 feet of snow. So yeah, I've been outside since 4:30, dealing with that. Hence my rosy cheeks, which is perfect for the holidays. I'm joined today by, if I can get this camera in the right position. Oh, 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 oh. There he is.
By my chest. Oh, hello.
Tonight I'm joined by Fenwa Turyan of the Atomic Stop, aka the Silver Shroud, aka aka.
Indeed. Good to see you, everybody.
And tonight we're going to be playing an interesting game. We're going to be playing a game of chance, Fallout Roulette. I have installed all Fallout games, including Tactics, and I'm going to be spinning the wheel, and we shall see what's going to happen. Is it going to be Fallout 76 or something worse? All right, I'm going to I'm going to put something up on the screen here. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm going to display my capture. All right, let's slide you this way. Oh, oh. And Ben was gone. Gone. Uh, I mean, okay. Good. So, okay, for the next hour, we're playing Fallout 76. You know, I'm gonna spin that again.
Might as well there, sport.
There we go. I particularly wanted to play these early ones because I have never played anything beyond Fallout 3. So this. And get Fenwa back on the screen here. Did it freeze?
Ooh, whoa, look at those graphics.
Oh, it doesn't like when I move.
Brian Fargo.
Good old Brian Fargo. We're really, we're going to stretch things out here. This is going to be a little wild.
Is the computer?
Yeah, I'm going to turn that down in a second. That was blaring.
I wasn't able to check, but 10 out of 10 on the graphics. Indeed, Tech Blaze. Look at that.
It's classic.
When did this come out?
Tom would probably know that answer. That's a good answer. Or a good question.
1997.
Wow.
Yeah, Luke the Vault Dweller is just like a warehouse of lore and knowledge about the entire Fallout franchise. He really is. We were wondering, Tom, when the game came out, and yeah, 97. That's wild. How old was I? I was 10 years old.
And just like that, I feel like a boomer. Okay, now we got our overlay fixed. Let's stretch you.
Too busy with girls and rock and roll. I believe it, Tom. I believe it.
That's a mood right there. All right, let's give this a go. I guess we have to watch the intro.
Good.
Let's watch the intro here. Cheers, Brian Fargo.
Yeah, man.
And cheers to you.
It's wild. Yeah. Cheers, sir.
I'm down here.
Whoa. What?
Yeah,
That's how it starts?
from what I know of the original game, these are super dark. Oh, I lost the intro again. Damn it. This is fine. We'll sit through it again and appreciate it now that I've
It's
turned it down.
fine. Oh, that's crazy, though. Well, it's wild seeing already that a lot of the design of the armor and aesthetics has so brutal. Don't. And he's just waving hi. Hey, how you doing? DLC.
Oh my god, look at these.
It's not that bad, though.
It's TurboGrafx 16.
Like, basically, this is as good as this game can look, I'm imagining.
It is. This is the high resolution texture pack, if you can believe it.
What? It ain't that bad.
No, it's true.
For 97, it reminds me, I mean, it's better looking than games like Full Throttle were back then.
Oh, Full Throttle.
Full Throttle.
What a jam.
War.
Oh, here we go.
War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler
This is a
shaped
little
a battered
surreal.
Germany into an
The
economic
granddaddy
superpower.
of Fallout, where it
But
all
war
began.
never changes. In the 21st
It is
century,
surreal.
war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired.
Look at
Only
these
this
heroes
time,
on screen.
The
those
spoils of
programmers.
war were also
Heroes.
its weapons. Petroleum and
Ah,
uranium.
yes.
For these
After being
resources, China
outside
would invade
for
Alaska.
like 3
The
hours
US would annex Canada.
tonight, I have
And the
whiskey.
European Commonwealth would
My
dissolve
ice
into
cubes have
quarreling,
melted, so
bickering
this is
nation-states,
essentially whiskey and water at
bent
this
on
point.
controlling the last remaining
And also,
resources on Earth.
For $20 donations
In
for Fallout for Hope,
2077,
you
the
can make
storm
me
of
eat
World
these
War had come
disgusting
again.
jelly beans that I tried
In
last
2
night.
brief hours,
I
most of
had
the planet was reduced
I had
to
the rotten
cinders.
fish one last night, and
And
it
from
made me
the
gag.
ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to
I almost
arise.
gagged just thinking about that.
A
I
few
needed a tall
were able to
glass
reach
of
the
whiskey,
relative
Zilix,
safety of
in case I
large
get
underground
tactics here in
vaults.
an hour.
Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned
funny,
safely
yeah,
behind
this
the
is
large
wild.
vault door,
Like, thanks
under
for
a mountain
letting
of
me pee on.
stone,
I've always
a
wanted
generation
to.
has lived
Yeah, I
without
imagine at
knowledge
some
of the
point I'll try
outside
to play
world.
1 and 2 on PC. I mean, why not?
Life in the vault is about to change.
Look at that.
Something's supposed to happen? Oh, there we go.
Suspense.
All right, chat. I don't know. I've heard talk over the years. Do you go with a pre-made character, or do you make? He's kind of a dapper dude. Or
Ooh.
here's the Big
Look at that
Chungus.
hair. The
I could play as the Big Chungus.
a chungus among us.
All right, we have
It
one
looks
vote
so
for create a character. Anybody else? Oops. All right, let's. I don't even know. All right, create a character. Randomize it? Can you randomize it? I don't think you can, Zilix. Hey, how are you? Age. Let's make me a supple 21.
Supple and sinewy 21-year-old.
I have no. Ham-fisted. Does anyone have? All right, anybody who's played Fallout 1, pipe up at any time. I'm happy to have a backseat driver here, because I know nothing about traits to pick. I just know that VATS, or what passes for VATS, is really bad in this game.
I've heard the same.
So I think 20 minutes is just going to be spending trying to get out of the cave, killing creatures. Can you randomize it? I didn't think I saw
Getting
an
some
option
votes
for that.
it. I think he just said click blindly. Let the chips fall as they may.
Oh, you can modify it. All right, you know what? We'll just go with the Big Chungus here. He's small guns, big guns. Unarmed. Fast metabolism. Is this highlighted? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I guess we'll just accept this. This is good. Strength 8 and great fair. Very good. Oh.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system.
That is from my nightmares.
That
Oh my.
that face.
The process is too
That
complicated
gorgeous,
for a
gorgeous
workaround
face.
system.
Holy
Simply
shit.
put,
The term ham-fisted.
we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault.
Well,
This
that
is
looks good
crucial
though.
to our survival. And frankly,
No!
I think you're the only
I
hope we
can't see
have.
him.
Come on, in a certain light.
You need to go find us another
He
controller
looks like
chip.
he's wearing a
We
face on
estimate
his
We have
face.
4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip.
What if I
Mark
decide
your map
to just,
with the location
you know,
of another
not
vault.
care?
Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe. Okay?
I know what you're going to do to me in the end, you son of a bitch. I'm just saying.
It's like, dude, ever heard of eyebrow maintenance? I mean, for real.
Buffalo Bob.
Oh, wait.
Oh, did you hear that weird noise? It sounded like the Star Wars noise when Han Solo's being put in carbonite. I'd recognize that noise anywhere.
That's my favorite thing in sci-fi. How many stock sounds get used and reused and reused
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it has to be an inside joke.
Uh,
The Wilhelm scream, exactly. Exactly.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Can
I-
Walking.
You see if Cave Rat. She looks unhurt. Well, I'm glad. You know what? I feel good about this. Small pile of rocks.
I like how this game
Uh,
is in that transition period between text-based adventures and like a true RPG.
How? Let's move here. What's going on? Walking is so. Are you attacking me, or are you trying to be friendly? Like I walk. What? Oh, what is going on?
You've clicked too much.
I can't do that in combat. Does anyone know how the hell to make this work? All right, hang on. Hit inventory. Oh, and equip knife. Is that right? Oh, screw the knife. I'm going. Let's get things. Get things going here.
Oh yeah.
You need 3 action points.
It's
This is fine. I don't know how to move. Get off me. Oh, what is this? Okay, now I have the. I have a knife. What? I haven't even made it 10 feet yet. What is this? Once you're out of your first clip, you have to reload. Well, that sounds immersive. Oh my god. What? Where am I going? I'm not making a joke. This is super painful. What? How do I attack this goddamn thing? Like, I got the cheat sheet because I watched Kev play this, and he looked like he was having difficulty.
It's like, what are you trying to do? Attack this enemy? You can't do that.
Wait. Oh, hang on.
Oh wait! Oh, you're doing it!
How did I don't even know how I did that.
You're doing it, Peter. You're playing with us.
Bangarang!
Oh, that's
Uh,
Cobra Death Squad is my brother. Don't listen to him.
I seem to be frozen. All right, there we go. Am I moving again? As soon as I meet the first real threat, I am completely dead. Is it turn-based? Like, it seems like I can only move so many steps, and then they move behind me. Is that correct? Yeah, because I'm clicking and, like, nothing's...
Hold on. Did you just read that it says on the screen, there is a large amount of rat feces in this area?
Look, Big Chungus, he's pretty smart. He knows what's up. What is... All right. Is it my turn yet? You guys are just gonna... Yep, okay. I'm gonna... How do I... All right, I'm just gonna... Yep.
Oh, you did it.
Did I?
You're hitting him.
No, she looks unhurt, it says. I mean... What the... What is going on?
You see nothing out of the ordinary.
She
looks...
I'm glad she's unhurt. I'm not sure what's happening here. Did I have to click this each time I... Is that... I guess that's it? That's how I... What? Alright, I'm not sure.
You missed. So far, my favorite part is the...
Intro?
The dialogue it tells you, like, in the left corner. It's like...
I'm almost dead. I mean, I'm gonna... How do I use stim packs?
Do you have to put it in your item slot?
I don't know. I guess.
How many rats would it take? Yeah, that's a good question from Tom. How many rats would it take in real life to take you down?
Did you... all right, you know what? I'm just... Big Chungus is all about physical brutality, so I guess I'm just gonna... I mean... Yeah, that's right. Goddamn rats. Oh, great. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's... The joke's on you, buddy, because I know what to do now, I think.
I mean, you are killing the shit out of some rats now.
Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. I'm gonna die again. This is fine. I'm sure Stimplex are plentiful.
Maybe.
Or not. Fix you. That's right. Karate chop your ass. Go. Move. What is this? Oh my god. This is so...
New Vegas Courier just made me cringe, like, in my mind.
What happened?
1,000 Ways to Die explained what would happen if you got stuck in a pipe and a rat would try to get through. I can only imagine.
Why would you... Oh my god, what?
But it's... what?
Oh, equip the knife again. Yeah, that's a fair point there. All right, I can't. I should probably save the game now.
Zelix is curious. Why you use knife? 'Cause is hard.
Big Chungus Steps Out is the name of that save file. You don't have enough action points to use your inventory? What? It's in my pocket. What? Oh God, what? Right, inventory. What is this? Is that a missile or a flare? I can't tell. All right, I'm gonna use my knife. And yeah, that was, you know what? I was doing better just karate chopping it. God, this is so painful. I just
About it.
I want to move now. Thank you. And I'm gonna die again.
There you go. Yes.
The one thing I really love right now, if you can hear the background track to this kind of eerie, ethereal. This music is fantastic.
Oh, sorry, Zelix.
It's a dead end. What happened?
He couldn't see you murder the rat.
Oh, hang on. All right, fine. Let's fix the overlay here. All right, is this Venma? And this Venma's free.
My face. But yeah, have you gone to your preferences to see what all is in there?
In where?
On your pause menu. I don't know how to bring that up, obviously, but
Let's put you here.
ooh, my face on top of your face.
Just like Mom used to make.
You want a face sandwich? Well, yeah, sure. Yes, the chair does look comfy, and I believe it was one of the items up for the raffle, correct?
It was.
Twas.
All right. Now let's get back to this hot mess. I still. Is there a map? No, it says map, but okay, there's no map. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going here. Oh, damn it. That's right, rat.
You gotta find a map, so you have to find maps in this game, apparently.
I guess.
Probably. Zelix, do you even know about this game, or are you just making it all up?
Oh, look, if I like double click really fast, it looks like I can run. I think. I was running there for a minute. No, look here, rat.
Look here, you rat. But actually, I'm not the Silver Shroud right now. I'm in disguise. I'm incognito. There's a winter guest.
You know what?
at
I'm
Oak
gonna be
Springs.
in this cave for the next 20 minutes. Would you like to do a little song?
Well, sure.
Might as well entertain the masses here.
Yeah, why not? So, I wrote a little song called "Come, Oh Come All Ye Dwellers,"
Amazing.
and it's about my vendors.
I'm gonna die.
Well, this song will be a good accompaniment as you pass into the next world. All right. right, here we go. Here we go. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Come, all ye dwellers, come and see my vendors. Oh come ye to the edge of the map. Come and bring your caps. My serum sells so very fast. I ignore recommended price. I try to play the market right. So come buy my Fashnak masks. They really are a pain. And sing my correctron. Sing until your circuits rust. Sing all the melodies that drive dwellers mad. Glory to Fashnacht and your haunting symphony. Oh, don't you dare besmirch him. He's not just a heap of wasted tin. He feels and is filled with love. Or have you not heard his songs? Hark, here's Sophia. Let her be, she's so weary. Headaches and nightmares. Oh, can't you see she's in pain? But wait, there is more to see. Yet it's under construction perpetually. But please, before you leave me, buy something, just anything, please. Oh, wait, they have already left. I've been singing to myself.
Amazing. Amazing.
That was Oh Come All Ye Dwellers.
I don't.
Have you figured it out?
I mean, I'm like hitting this thing, but
Are those mole rats? Or what are those?
I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty much dead here. This is so bad.
Well, I believe that means that everybody needs to take a shot.
Oh my god. I mean, I just took it and I'm dead again. I don't know, what is this? Axis, what?
A flare? A very painful sex toy? I don't know what
I
that is.
mean, yeah? Oh my god, I'm screwed. Yeah. And pretty much.
The darkness of the afterlife is all that awaits you now.
Oh, hey, that's a cool screen now.
Go to preferences and change running screen. All right.
That's actually a really dope little image there, though. You died screen.
Combat speed. Text. Am I not seeing it?
Running.
Oh, running always.
Normal or always?
Combat taunts. Combat messages verbose. Well, back to Big Chungus steps out. At least I know where I'm going now. Oh my god. Here we go again. I
The rat nightmare.
maybe I'm just spoiled. This is, yeah.
Well, it's you think back to these old PC games that were coming out in the mid to late 90s, and it's so wild seeing where we've come.
I mean, I played Myst, and I loved the hell out of that. I would play Myst all over again right now.
Well, hell yeah.
But this is, I think if you grew up playing this, it would be different than trying to go backwards now. And I don't have a lot of patience for isometric turn-based games anyway.
Well, and the best part about Myst is there's no enemies. The only really hard part is that freaking train at the end, which I don't care who you are. That part's freaking impossible.
For me,
dude.
it was the stone ship age. I had to get, I had to go to my music teacher, who helped us to figure out the correct keys for the stone ship age. That was
I
brutal.
believe it.
But it was fun because I felt like you were solving a puzzle or a mystery.
Yeah, did you ever see that Myst released for free, like that updated version for smartphones and tablets called Real Myst? And then they did
Yes.
it with the sequel too. That was really fun.
I haven't, it's been in my Steam list forever. Eventually I would love to go back and play that. All right, you know what? Since no one's donating, I'm gonna, oh dear God. I'm gonna, God, even this container smells so bad. I'm gonna give this a go.
Oh yeah. Ew.
I
Alas, earwax.
that's yeah,
Oh,
that's eating a stink
what'd
bug.
we-
Oh,
Oh my, yeah. You know it's bad when you use whiskey as the chaser to whatever you're
yeah,
ingesting.
that was, oh. I'm not sure why I stopped. There's nothing here. Am I supposed to explore something?
Yeah, dude, he's fast now though. Look at that.
I mean, it's got a janky walk here, but derp 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 derp.
He's used to being oh geez. What's the person at the beginning of a marching band who does the incredible run walk?
The run walk.
Well, you know, like there's a marching band line, the guy in front with the giant I don't know what to call it, scepter? Band scepter?
Oh, that's God, what the name?
It escapes me.
Well, I made it.
Oh, that's a cool looking map. I want to say like Grand Marshal or something. I don't think that's right. Apparently you passed Shady Sands.
How do I? What?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, where do I?
Very informative map.
I mean, where would Shady
One of my
Sands be?
Yeah.
I-
I do not know.
What's
Oh,
Let's go to an exit grid.
I don't know.
Okay, the other green circle. That one? Or this one?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, to the
Yes.
That's an interesting component of this game, being able to do that kind of fast travel before you've discovered anything.
Oh. Okay, well,
Holster that weapon while you're here.
okay, well now we're cooking with gas. I mean, can I talk to any of these people?
Is that a dog?
I'd like some information, please.
Good day.
Do you want to be Seth?
That's how I talk. Good day. I am known as Seth.
I think this is your line. Information.
Oh, I can't read it. Information. What do you want to know about?
I want to know about this place.
Well, I'm sure the next Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own, I'm guessing, irrigation system.
That is correct.
So we can grow our own food. If we were something with raiders and rad scorpions, we would have problems. I imagine they have no defenses.
I want to know about the rad scorpions.
Oh, those damn rad scorpions have been after our Brahmins since I've lived here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't something it only went by. Looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you got the means to help us, why don't you talk to our something Eridesh?
I want to know about this place. Oh, we already said that. Raiders. Several groups of raiders. I organize guards like Ian to help fight them off. There is one band to the southeast of here. Watch out for them. Are you sure you want to give you directions to the Rad Scorpion Caves? Yeah, I don't think so.
Sounds like you would die.
I'm unarmed. Please put your weapon away. Why should I? This looks like a dangerous world. Normally, I would agree with you. It's very dangerous to travel unarmed. But this is Shady Sands. We're peaceful people. There's no need for weapons here. Yeah, okay, thanks, sister. Can I talk to this? What's up, dog?
Oh, hey. Wait, what is that little mini pic I saw over the dog? It looked like a human face.
I think maybe I can talk to it.
Give him a kiss. Give the dog a kiss.
Welcome, stranger. We don't see your thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye. What a great... That's what I'm going to start doing.
It's a good way to go into a store.
Hey, welcome to our store. Thanks, bye.
We don't see strangers often. We don't really need them if you get my meaning. Oh. Hey, I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I'm sick and tired of your trash. Prepare to meet your maker? Sure, what the hell?
Damn.
You know what?
Big Chungus.
A big Chungus is gonna have ribs. Oh, well, this is fine.
Oh, my ribs! Ah.
Can I loot him? Oh dear.
You murdered a man in cold blood.
Oh no. All right, I have to kill everybody in Shady Sands, I guess. This is going well. All right, I'm just standing here and taking damage. I'm not sure how.
I think Chungus isn't long for this world.
If I die, I'm spinning the wheel. I am not trekking back out here again. All right, kill him. Do I have to? I'm gonna move over here. You see nothing out of the ordinary. I want to move. What is this?
Greetings, Raiders. We're doing Fallout Roulette, where Ken will be playing various Fallout games. And right now we're doing Fallout 1.
All right, you know what? It's time to spin the roulette wheel because this is just... All right, roulette wheel.
I have become text. Oh, I'm back.
All right, sorry, Fenwell. I gotta steal your spot for a minute. All right, let's spin the roulette wheel, and we got right, let's fix this here. I'm going to go to modify wheel. Advanced options. And we're going to remove choice after it's landed on. Fallout 4. Alrighty. To Fallout 4 we go.
Much more comfortable.
How are you, Tech?
Who the hell's Sean?
Where's Sean?
What's in the Sean?
Where's Sean?
We're Sean.
Did you like Fallout 4?
Did I?
Hmm.
Yes, I very much did. I started playing Fallout when Fallout 3 came out, and I really enjoyed that in New Vegas. But Fallout 4 brought, it's funny, a lot of people hate it because of the voice, but I didn't mind it because it kind of sounded like me, and he kind of looks like me, so it was like, oh, all right, I can get in this. And it was the building. Like, I feel like I stayed at your starting location for like, I don't even know, man, like a whole week. I was just clearing everything out, building, listening to Preston Garvey drone on and on and on. But there's this great cartoon about it where it's, you know, it sets you up and you're meeting Codsworth and you're talking about Sean, and then it's like fast forward 6 months and you're just like building this huge thing still in Sanctuary, and he's like, sir, aren't you looking for Sean? And he's like, who the hell's Sean? Like, it's, yeah, I enjoyed it.
And yeah, thank you, Outer Mars, for the raid. Much appreciated. And hey, Medic, how are you? I shot Father right away for science. I mean, was he a synth? Are you a synth? Are we all synths? That's the real question. That's the real question.
Oh, and
Fallout 76 is
thank
my
you,
first
Susie.
Fallout game. I played daily beta. Yeah. It's Fallout 4. Is this stuck at a like perpetual loading screen? Oh, there we go. Fallout 4 was a real introduction to the game, I think, for a lot of new players. And even though I love the traditional kind of role play that you're able to do in Fallout 3 in New Vegas, this game sold ridiculously well. Like, it was hugely successful.
Yeah.
And also seeing this live action cinematic,
Oh yeah.
was just breathtaking.
Sometimes I would watch it on YouTube just to like,
1945,
if I was sitting down to start Fallout
My
4 for the day, I was like, hey
great-grandfather.
man, let's watch that cinematic. It's
Yeah.
so good. And you got Ron Perlman.
wondered when he'd get to go home to his
Such a
wife
good voice.
and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II.
Well, and honestly, it's one of my favorites
Oopsie.
because of all the different factions
Dropping atomic
and
bombs
how
on
many
Hiroshima
choices you have
and Nagasaki.
when it comes to the endings, when it comes to how you
The
play through
world-awaited
it.
Armageddon.
Medic. I'm pretty sure my wife pondered the thought of divorce during Fallout 4.
Something miraculous
Good.
happened.
Oh, Zilix, thank you very much. Because, yeah,
We
I wouldn't have
began
thought to do
use
that.
atomic
Much
energy
appreciated.
not as a weapon, but as a
And yes, I did a shout out
source
to,
of
thank you,
power.
Outer Mars. Or actually, Zilix, if you wouldn't mind doing a shout out, that would be great.
Science fiction,
Thank you for the raid.
domestic robots, fusion-powered
And also, I
cars.
loved being able to start pre-war so you could see what the world was like. That was also super cool.
Absolutely.
in the 21st century.
Plus, that gave modders like a really good idea for
People
what they
awoke
wanted to
from the
do.
American
And that's what I really loved about Fallout 4 is that they brought mods to consoles.
Every major resource.
I mean, that changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of
The
course,
entire
shortly
world
after that, they brought them to Skyrim, which
Peace.
lost a lot of weeks and months to that, I could say.
It is now the year 2077. We
A
stand
Fallout game where we try to prevent the Great War. Yeah, that would be really interesting. I'd like to see some pre-war
for
some
myself,
pre-war play.
for my wife, for my infant son.
Well, good night, Zelix. But yeah,
Because of my
where do you
time in the
want
Army.
Good night,
Fallout
my
to
friend.
take place? Where would you want Fallout to take place next, Ken?
I think the Florida Panhandle. Like give us like a little bit of New Orleans, a little bit into Florida with the swamps and that whole region would be really interesting.
That would be tight.
I absolutely love the meme where you're quickly flipping through characters and
War never changes.
the wife freaks out.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's so many good comics have come out of this little scene right here.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I need to fix this so it's stretched properly.
I kind of like it this way. You know, I know it'd be quite a task, but I've always wanted to see a Fallout game set in a place like Hong Kong or somewhere in China where you're an agent from the US sent there to try like they were talking about trying to prevent the war, but you failed and you're one of the remnants of the US force that was in China trying to prevent things.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
At least a DLC. I think it could be a good DLC.
This all aspect ratio on this is all screwy. There we go.
Somebody made a Beavis and Butthead cartoon out of these two. Oh, that'd be good. Another treasure from the 90s, like Fallout 1.
I myself am a treasure of the 90s. Okay, there we go. Let's make okay. There's a dashing rogue. No. Let's play as Chad.
Why not?
Chad in the Wasteland. Perfect.
Zelix is throwing some shade at you in chat. You gonna stand for that?
I hate the hair. Let's change the style a little bit here.
Hey,
He's freaking jacked.
yesterday?
He's shredded.
It's cute.
No, that's the forehead style. I feel like he probably
It's-
needs a pompadour. I feel like I look
That
like
was
Vin
the
Diesel
other-
right there. That was pretty
Why not?
like Biff Tannen. Dishonorable discharge. That's not too bad. Urban Ranger, you dashing rogue, you.
This new haircut's really working for me.
Except it changed. There we go. See color. Let's do a ginger Chad.
Why not?
And let's give him a little bit of facial
I
hair
like this
here.
ruff. It accents your chin.
That's why it's funny speaking about. It's easy for me to make a character in a video game because all I do is make the chin as big as possible. And I'm like, that kind of looks like me, man. Hey, look at that. Yeah.
Honest Abe.
Facial hair. Yeah. It's like, why didn't they put in a neck beard option though? It's like, come on.
I know. I'm a little. You know what? I'm gonna be Chad the Bard.
Beard or no beard?
Verily. Why not?
Forsooth.
Yeah, why not? Hell yeah. Look at this jacked man.
All right, that's another player who's logging in right now. Where's Sean?
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
He's just a baby. He's just a creepy alien baby sitting in his crib.
He's wrapped in his cocoon of evil.
Like, look at those are demon eyes. Those were like
Yeah.
it's Sam. It's little
Dominus.
Sam Winchester. Yeah.
Little
all for
Sam
you,
Winchester.
Sean.
Yes. I love me some Supernatural.
Yeah, here's the question then. Are you Team Soulless Sam or Team Demon Dean?
We haven't got that far. Zilix and I have been watching it for a while now, and I think we're only at. I think we're only at season 3.
Then forget everything I just said.
Uh,
Well, okay. Are you Team Sam or Team Dean so far? What do you think?
I'm Team Sam.
You like the sensitive guy.
We'll go with that.
Who do you? Okay, all right. I mean, he's a big hunk of meat. Let's be real. Who would you rather drink with though at a bar?
Oh, Dean.
Sam or
Yeah,
Dean?
Dean.
Absolutely. You want to drink with Dean. You want to have a life talk with Sam.
Yeah.
Cause Sam would care. He'd be like,
Dean would take you on a wild evening in Vegas.
hell yeah. Yes. But yeah, it's wild. One of the longest running shows ever. It's wild as far as like live action goes. The only ones that got to beat are shows like The Bachelor. Baffling that has been as long running as it has, but it's America. I don't know. But this part is so good. Like the preamble to the game, like you were saying, being able to experience the pre-war feel, get to look around and be like, so this is what a clean refrigerator looks like. Huh, that's dope.
Nuka-Cola, ice cold. Saddle up Salisbury steak, graded A+.
Like, God, that Nuka-Cola looks so damn good.
Do you know what I always marvel at? The one thing when you're looking at photos of life in the 50s, it just goes to show how post-war the economic boom that the United States had and the birth of the middle class, everything was clean. Like the concrete looked like it was just poured, and it was. Like the houses were clean, like everything looked fresh and new. Whereas most towns and neighborhoods now, everything looks a little bit worn, but everything was so saccharine polished. Every photo I've ever seen in the 50s, it was kind of like that. Unless you were on like the wrong side of the tracks, but everything that
Wrong side of the tracks. But
Good morning.
no, it's wild. I mean, because shit, it was that boom in construction, like you were talking about. Because hell, I still live in a house that was built in like the early '60s.
well, yeah, the Eisenhower interstate system was all built during the 50s. It was incredible.
Then I'm glad you
Didn't
caught
he
up with
have
me.
some weird requirement where like he didn't believe that if a road was straight that people would be able to not fall asleep? So there was this like odd rule that got created that every so often you had to make sure that the highway or road turned just a little bit. I feel like that was a thing.
That was probably a thing.
I believe that people will drive straight off the damn road. Gotta make a turn.
Into the local vault. Vault
What a great
1
character
million.
though, the Vault Tech representative.
Sounds great.
Oh, it
Look
is.
at that man.
Believe you me.
Trying his damn
Now,
best.
You're already cleared for
You got
entrance
totally
into
hosed.
the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. I just need to verify some information.
But yeah,
That's
man,
all.
this makes me want to get it on PC. It looks so good.
Now, I
And this
can't
is
wait
without
for the
mods,
weekend.
right?
What's that?
That's the
This is without
spirit.
mods. This is just
Now,
vanilla.
Oh yeah,
Let's
no, I just
see.
installed them all without mods for the pure experience. All right, let's
Well, it's
let's.
not bad.
Chad's gonna be all brute strength here, and
He's gonna be a Chad.
give him a bunch
Hell
of
yeah.
luck, some endurance, perception, and actually no, he's all about charisma. Yeah, that looks good.
That's a good Chad right there.
Oh, you must name your character.
Well,
His name is
Chad from Boston.
Chad from Boston.
Oh, you
Uh,
probably lived two lives, didn't you?
How come?
One in North Boston, one in South Boston.
There we go.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thanks
WS
again.
WDS
It's nice
gaming.
knowing.
Thank you.
That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and
Don't
Sean,
forget
no
the
price is too high.
69
Ooh, a clean Grogneck comic.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
and the Bad Babies. You know, I have developed a theory. It's kind of a theory about what really created the Scorched Beast and who was what was his name? Night Kid? at the Uncanny Caverns.
Go on.
I think Night Kid is a refugee from the jungle of the Bat Babies.
I mean,
Because, I mean, makes sense. That would be a great, like,
I forget
so,
what's supposed to happen next.
oh, well, shit's about to hit the fan is what?
The Codser just said Mr. Boston.
Mr. Boston,
The
that's
kid was
recognized?
important man in my life,
That's
too.
funny.
It's been
And
a
that was
while.
such a cool part of the game, the fact that there were names that certain characters would recognize and say.
Yeah.
That was pretty tight.
I forget where. There we go.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Will it be like that night in the park a year ago?
Sir, Mom, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Shit's about to hit the fan.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions.
Oh,
We're
I should have named my character Mr. Fuck.
We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault now.
I've got Sean.
Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Let's go, wife. I'm gonna forget fairly quickly. Too soon? Who's Sean?
That's absurd. I am following that.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay.
Let me check my list. Ah, yes. A man, a woman, and a child. Yep, as everything checks out. Your names are right here.
All those people outside the gate.
Everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform in the center.
Oh, it's gonna get real.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too. Oh my god!
This was such a terrifying moment.
Hold on.
$65,701.69.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
I am with her
No need
dress.
to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home.
Static cling.
Vault 111. A better future underground. Yes, up the stairs. Is here for you. Just this way, please. No. Good. Step over to the table, take a seat.
You'll need your suits before we can take you further.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor in. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See?
Excuse me.
Follow me.
This is our new home.
This way.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities.
I mean,
Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C.
Whoopsie, I'm muted, yeah.
How long do you think
I was just saying, it's funny how many of these,
Going over all that in orientation.
like, A, the textures look so good on PC, it's wild, but so many things from Fallout 4 made their way into Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
Which makes sense, because I mean they use the same game engine. I mean, speaking of which, in one of the bunkers you get a cryopod that's supposed to be holding a Zeton, but I feel like some people have been able to glitch their camera into there and see what's in there.
Is there anything in there? I've never
I feel
tried
like
that.
it's. I want to say it's somebody from this vault. Like it might be your
new life.
Forget who it was. Like it's literally an item from Fallout 4.
Occupant vitals normal.
Oh no, your child.
Procedure complete.
At Hawaii.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Creepy.
But really, it's still one of my favorite intros to a game.
Yeah.
Like all that. But it is wild how many people this was their first Fallout. I think, honestly, almost like a majority of people I know that play 76, it was either this or 76 that was their introduction to Fallout. It's wild.
I love Fallout 4 because the story plays like a Steven Seagal movie.
Because you get to snap necks very easily. Strangely easy.
I could see that. Yeah, particularly if Michael Caine played father. I'm Michael Caine.
He took my son. He took my son. Like, Steven Seagal. A treasure of our generation. Not my baby. Kill him! You bastard. Unnecessary though, right? Unnecessary. Well, you don't have a tranquilizer?
Growable hair to be a thing? Yeah, that would be an interesting idea, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still so curious what they want for the future of the Fallout franchise.
In a world gone mad where they stole his son and shot his wife, Steven Seagal, Michael Caine, Tina Yothers. Mama
yeah,
Cass.
Who would you want to see as the hero of a Fallout game, like actor-wise or actress or whomever?
That's a good question.
What are the Helmsworths?
Yeah, I mean they're in everything at this point.
Come on! There has to be a release!
Either, yeah,
Come on,
I mean,
come on, come on!
It's either one of them or one of the Skarsgårds.
Release override.
I'll find who did this. And I'll get Sean back. I promise. Oh, God. Why would Voltaire do this? Can't be the only one left.
Hello? Anyone?
I forget if there was anything good to loot in here beforehand.
I mean, your first weapons, like a wrench and some ish like that. And just stuff for cork, wood, steel screws. And there's just a lot of like, hey, who was... Oh, so... It's like, oh, this monitor also tells me that there was a malfunction and who was in each one of these pods. It's like, oh, fascinating.
That's right.
Yeah, Henry Cavill would make a good vault dweller, a lone survivor.
Good, yeah.
He'd be shredded. And everybody'd be like, fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm partial to Mads Mikkelsen just because I want to see him in everything for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I made a tweet about this. I think he would be down. Fallout, and now that they're doing a show on Amazon, they need to approach Arnold Schwarzenegger for Grognak. They need to. Come on. Like,
Arnold
you could see him,
Schwarzenegger
right?
is Fox.
He could be a good super mutant.
Come on.
But I mean, you know, we all know, and if you don't know, Grognak is clearly based upon one of the first kind of action heroes ever in the literary world. And that's Conan the Barbarian, obviously. So it'd be tight to see like an old Grognak played by Schwarzenegger just sitting there on a throne, even if he's just like a corpse or something.
In my day, we walked up to hill to both ways. You're just a woos with your mentats.
And then I put my axe through his chest. But
That scene in Total Recall.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, see you at the party.
See you at the party, Victor.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I gotta go watch that. Which we live right now in the time of remakes that don't need to happen. Yeah. I'll say that. And the remake
was garbage.
Of Total. Oh my god!
Bad.
Like you can't put an elevator shaft through the world's core. You just can't. You can't. You can't do it.
I mean, I like the concept of the original one with the aliens.
Get your ass to Mars, man.
You gotta bring oxygen back to the wasteland. Excuse me.
It looks like you need oxygen with that yawn.
That was that's a hell of a lot of snow blowing and shoveling. I had to do the roof. Did I?
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Did I get a weapon?
I constantly fear what they're gonna remake next. Honestly, like I get passionate about some things. Oh, well, I mean, you know, as long as you get Richard Dreyfuss, okay? But it's like
I love Richard Dreyfuss.
I know people were talking about remaking the Goonies. Like if that happens, I will march. I will march on whoever tries to do that. Like I will freaking go to. Whew, don't do it. You don't need to. Some things are perfect the way they are, and you don't need to change them. And by those types of things, I mean like movies and literature.
For you.
There's a lot of other things need to change, obviously, but just leave some of the classics alone. All right.
I don't need to sit. Thank you very much.
Oh, you don't want to sit inside this empty vault?
That's America's ass.
Oh, hey, another. He wouldn't be bad in a Fallout role.
True. Fallout show on Amazon? I am thrilled, and I'm not concerned because of the team leading it. Westworld was magnificent.
Absolutely.
And Todd is also directly involved in it, so
that's cool. Well, it's wild because of the kind of legal interactions between Bethesda and the creators of Westworld, and the fact that clearly they talked about it, they settled, and now they're working together. So that's always a good thing. It kind of reminds me of the interaction between CD Projekt Red and the author of the Witcher series. Like they had kind of a disagreement here and there, but then they were like, hey, you know what? Let's just go for it and get together. So I'm excited. I'm just curious about what they're going to do, what direction they're going to go. Where's it going to take place?
I would love to see a pre-war story. The way that they did this one was great because you see a little bit of pre-war and then you see where it goes. Like even if they went back and forth in time as far as how they were showing events then versus events now. And a lot of shows do that really well.
Mm-hmm.
As far as building that narrative and explaining the backstory to characters. The one thing I miss in 76 is this kill cinematic is just so satisfying. Where you see Bolt.
Yeah. when that was like that weird thing that we all had to accept moving to 76 is like you don't get to impossibly slow down time anymore. Damn it!
Right.
Like, oh, it's weird that scene right there. I love it. Like just the putting on of the Pip-Boy.
The cinematic of this is fantastic.
Well, and the cool thing about the Fallout series is that as far as science fiction goes, anything's possible. Portals to another world, the Zetans, time travel, like really whatever they want to do, they'll be able to do. Because you just have to be like, well, we found this Robco research. So, it's going to be wild. Have we heard any news since they announced it? Because I know, this year obviously caused a lot of movie and TV show franchises to get delayed by years. So,
did anyone get out?
I'm really curious.
Yeah, they haven't said anything else. And also this opening intro cinematic right here. This is
absolutely
magnificent. And I love the kind of tactile where you pull something out and you plug it in. I wish that this cinematic played every time you opened a vault.
Vault door cycling sequence
I agree.
initiated.
But it's funny because I think about, it's a Bethesda game, so I think we've all restarted it like 30 times. Like you're like, oh, I'm about 25% of the way through the game. Time to start it again.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times it's like, oh, gotta jump and see this perfectly straight. Like this part.
Jessica!
Oh, that's right.
Let's go.
Here, I'll do the little silver shroud scene sort of. The lone wanderer steps into the elevator and begins his ascension to the world above. What will he find? It's a mystery, to be sure.
Where's that voice coming from?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Deck.
Oh shit.
Well, that was
Hey, Wandering
one of
Wastelander. How are you?
Oh, hey, Wandering Wastelander.
How are ya?
It's one of the coolest things about this game was, though, like previous to this, the only Unstoppables comic you would find was the Grognak one.
Yep.
And the fact that they expanded the universe like that. Obviously, I was partial to the Silver Shroud storyline because as soon as you get close to, oh yeah, man, you get close to Good Neighbor, you pick up the radio transmission, you're like, well, yeah, I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I love that part when you're getting used to the world up above. You're like, oh shit, that's me every day. I'm like, it's too damn bright. And then I hide in my cave.
I mean, this is fine.
Seems like the world did just fine in those intervening years.
God, it's been so long since I haven't played this game in 3 years. And I forgot how much I loved it.
Oh yeah, man.
And particularly, they've come out with a lot of mods now too to really overhaul this. I'd love to play this again.
I was just gonna say, have you is Fallout Miami out yet for this?
Not yet.
Oof.
When they come out with
It's
Fallout
wild.
4: The Capital Wasteland, I am gonna play the shit out of that. That and the New Vegas recreation is going to be amazing. To see those games like in the Fallout 4 engine is going to be spectacular.
Oh yeah. Well, and I know it's difficult for people who don't have a PC, but one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life as a gamer is getting a PC capable of running all the video games that I love. Because, oh man, it brings a tear to your freaking eyes when you
Yes.
get to play a game on PC for the first time, and you're like, oh.
And good shout there, Wandering Wastelander. Empire Wastes Our very good friend there is making that, and that is a labor of love.
That's great. Well, and there's so many projects going on right now. It's just wild. And you know, I know there are a lot of mods I haven't gotten to play yet from Fallout 4 that I still want to, and definitely gonna have to pick it up on PC and get that going.
You know, it would be interesting to play this game again for a number of reasons. When building was introduced in this, and you have to create settlements and stuff, I wasn't used to it, and I absolutely hated it. So I just installed Sim Settlements and called it a day. Let it just kind of do its own thing. But now, from 76, I've come to really love building, and I know that I think the building engine on this one is a little less finessed than the Fallout 76 one, but I still think it would be fun to build some stuff in this game, some settlements and.
Oh yeah. It's strange though. Well, it's funny because before streaming was really a thing, right? That's when this game came out, and my brother and I, like, we would film. We would give each other tours of our settlements that we were building, and you know, just like send them to each other.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we'd spend hours and hours and hours, like, just because my spot of choice was always the Starlight Cinema. I wanted it to feel like the perfect shanty town.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's flat and you got like that perfect kind of setup to build it.
I also there's a mod. I might keep this installed because it's fun coming back to this game. I'm enjoying this now. There's one where you can get like working films that play on TV and at the cinema. So I would sit there and watch. There's a couple of really old films. I'd just hang out there. I'd sit in a chair and just watch the film.
Why not?
That was amazing. It was fun and immersive.
One of the coolest, yeah, man. In any video game where you can do something like that, it's such a surreal, unique experience. Do you remember the game called Shenmue on Dreamcast?
No.
Yeah, so nobody played the Dreamcast, but if you did, you had Shenmue. It was like one of the first RPGs that let you play a game within your game. And it was like the weirdest, craziest, most cool experience I've ever had. And that's what I love about Fallout, is that they give you these unique experiences that you really can't get anywhere else when it comes to like what you can do within the game. But this just kind of put it to a whole new level in Fallout 4.
To the vault. Maybe you saw them.
Wives killers?
Armed, wearing strange outfits.
That mustache.
I'm a gentleman rogue here. That's a properly waxed classical mustache.
Indeed.
It is a moustache.
It's like, where are you finding all that pomade?
Chad would use earwax. Just like Hook. Just like Hook.
She can't be.
Absolutely.
She can't be. I'm in a dream.
Hook, man.
I love
Hook is one of the
bad dreams.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's one of the best, most forgotten failures too of a movie. But I think to kids, like some of the worst movies, when you're a kid, you really enjoy, and particularly that one. I remember when I saw it in the theater.
Well, it's so weird because most of it doesn't have anything to do with Peter Pan. It has to do with a middle-aged man who sucks at being a dad. You're like, what is this? But I love it. No,
Play with us, Peter.
I'm sure she'll be back with him momentarily.
But Codsworth, man.
I moustache you a question. Can I twiddle the stash?
How do you usually play Fallout 4? Do you go evil? Do you go like really angry? Or do you try to be a Jedi?
I've done it both ways. I feel like I need to be a sarcastic douchebag because it's in Chad's character. But maybe a little later on, you know, after I bond with dog meat, Or maybe hang out with Nick Valentine, the world's best companion.
Hell yeah, I agree. I agree 100% on that.
Are you?
A bit over 210.
200 years?
actually, sir. Oh,
What?
take a little. The Earth's rotation
But
and some minor dings
this
to the
game,
old
yeah, it
chronometer.
really set a new standard, I think, for companions in a video game.
Late for dinner.
I
Especially
loved
with Nick Valentine, man.
Nick Valentine is just one of the best written companions, but also I loved the Easter egg where you get to talk to McCready again. Like where
Oh,
he's
yeah, man.
he's left Little Lamplight, he's kind of ventured all the way up here to Boston.
Hey,
Hell yeah,
Codsworth.
but it doesn't make much sense, but it's so cool to see him again, because and for those who don't know, McCready was a character from Fallout 3 from Little Lamplight, and it's so wild seeing him in this game, and he's a fun character, and
Codsworth.
he's complex, and that's what, to me, Fallout was always really good at doing, is making you think, making you question even your own beliefs, and he's one of those characters that kind of makes you do that.
He's a complicated character, but he's really caring. Particularly if you romance him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I usually romance Curie.
Yeah.
Or Piper.
The
Or
classic,
like everybody
classic Piper.
Classic Piper.
Classic Piper.
I'm coming, buddy.
Sean.
Where's Sean?
Where's Sean?
My brother, Cobra Death Squad.
Where's
A lot of times he would build he always builds a shrine room to Sean in this game. with sometimes he would build like a preservation shelter around his house, like a museum.
Hey,
Oh, here's a
Codsworth.
question. Do you make Mama Murphy give you enough predictions to where she dies, or do you make sure she doesn't die?
It depends on my mood. Like, sometimes if I'm feeling really irritated with Peston Garvey, I'll just, I'll take out my
take that well.
I'll take out my anger on her.
Poor Mama Murphy.
Why, the communists, of course.
And also, you know what? It's interesting, a foresight, but
Maybe evil leprechauns.
I mean, it's not really helpful in any way.
After all, the Mrs. and young Shaw.
It's like reading the table of the contents of the book. You kind of could have an idea of where you're going, but maybe not.
Codsworth. Are you sure you're holding up?
It's
okay?
true.
I could kill strong
But
wood. Oh, come on. Milk of human kindness. Look, he's looking.
That was one of my favorite first mods that came out, was this little sandwich board for Milk of Human Kindness as like an actual product. It was put like a fake vendor up that was selling Milk of Human Kindness.
Don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Oh man.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir.
Stay with me, Codsworth. Come on, buddy.
I also kind of love Cogsworth. Even though he became really pissed off with my choices.
Oh. I just love that you were able to I remember the first time I figured out you could put a bowler cap on him. I was like, well, game over. He's with me forever now.
Bear Cycle. Bear Cycle probably must have romanced Cogsworth. I mean,
why not?
Oh, and thank you for the raid, Brian. Sorry, I missed that. Big Courier. I romance them all. Hey, you know what? No rules.
A holotape?
Yeah, man. It's the Wasteland. All the standards, mores, folkways, and norms of society are
Have
gone.
you seen anything dangerous?
That's the best part
There's
about it.
nothing left here.
All right, let's search the neighborhood. Are we searching the neighborhood? Are you finding-
Codsworth.
Yeah, man. You gotta kill the 7 rat roaches.
Where? Kaboom. And if you wanted to do any covers at any point, by all means, feel free. I always enjoy listening to you sing. And everyone else is
alright.
everyone else is clearly here for that too.
Well, I did learn the old Gaelic version of Auld Lang Syne.
Oh,
Got it.
Which is a really fun, like, once you learn the Gaelic version, you're like, why the hell did we modernize it? It's so much more fun
that's awesome.
this way. Do you have the music playing in game?
I do. I'm going to mute that.
Yeah, let's see here, guys and ghouls. Let's see if we can do a little Auld Lang Syne. Holidays are here. New Year's is quickly approaching. I know many of us are very much looking forward to this year being over.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit, absolutely. All right, so yeah, let's do this really quick. I'm gonna take the headphones down, but see you on the other side. Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and all lang syne? For auld lang syne, my Joe, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. For auld lang syne, and surely ye'll be your put soup, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet. For auld lang syne, for auld lang syne, my Joe, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet. For auld lang syne, we two run about the brace and pull the goings fine, but we've wandered mony a weary fit sin auld lang syne. For auld lang syne, my Joe, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet. For auld lang syne, and there's on my trusty field, and gaze a hand o' thine, and we'll take a right good wheelie wat. For auld lang syne, for auld lang syne, my Joe, for auld lang cup, oh kindness yet, for auld lang syne. And there you have it. Oh, thank you. Oh, too kind, too kind. Oh, dear. Oh, my.
Total
Ding,
knockout.
ding. KO.
That's a my Joe. I wonder what that means in Gaelic.
I imagine it's probably slang for friend or dear.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is the we'll take a right good Willy Watt. Like, what? It's wild. I'll have to ask my mom because she probably knows like all the I'm sure you could look it up on the old Google, on the old interwebs.
She was like, "Oh yes, the old Willy Wop." Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
Everybody knows Willy Wop.
Well, you've never gotten a good Willy Watt. Well, what's the deal with you there, sport?
Who doesn't want a good Willy Watt in 2021, right?
Or heavy. What you tell me you've never wondered Moni a weary fit? I wonder Moni a weary what?
I had a weary fit when the snowblower wouldn't start, so.
Oh, I believe it, man. Jeez, that's snow. Like, it's wild because we should have gotten snow already in Missouri, but it's going back and forth between cold and way too fucking hot. So, who knows? Who knows if we'll even get snow this year? We'll see.
Heading for Concord. Hello, dog meat.
Oh, dog meat. Oh, and one of the best parts about... First of all, everybody's in agreement, right? That dog meat is obviously a synth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, gotta be. Or, like, some secret scientist is constantly making clones, which I think is kind of supported by the way he operates in Fallout 3.
I mean...
How if he... Well, because if he gets killed in Fallout 3, you can go back and find, like, a dog meat pup? Isn't that the way it worked?
Boy, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
I believe so. Like, if he dies, you go back to the vault, and there's another dog meat. Oh, look at him!
Let's stick together.
He's the goodest boy. Look at that boy.
Who's a good boy?
Well, yeah, man. That's my #1 romance option for sure. That's dog meat. The best, Brian.
All right, well, it's top of... Oh, what'd you find, buddy? We're coming up on the top of the hour here, so it'll be time to spin the wheel and see which Fallout game we get. If it lands on New Vegas, I might kick out New Vegas, because that'll give us a choice of, in the final hour, either Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Either of which I would be very happy to play again.
It seems like you want to play Tactics. Am I hearing that right?
You shut your filthy mouth.
I heard it was the best damn show.
And Fallout 2 is also mixed. I did not enjoy that at all. I would not. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love Fallout, but I can't. I can't do it.
It's hard, man. It's hard going back to the old format.
Yeah, like I think if you grew up playing that and you're used to it, that might be one thing. But even like I played, God, what was this? It was StarCraft.
Yeah.
Like those kind of games, you kind of enjoyed, but I think the systems of those were a little more complex than the Fallout 1 was in a lot of ways. Because I played that one a few times. Friends were mad into that game. Like that game was all
StarCraft.
anybody was talking. Yeah, StarCraft. It was all anybody was talking about in high school. Like people were
Oh, I
like
remember.
super into it.
I want to say, well, I mean, you know, the old World of Warcraft that was like StarCraft. That StarCraft and Age of Empires, man, those were my first PC games. Besides, my real first PC game was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh no.
Back in the day, it was great. My mom bought it because she wanted to play it. That was.
I'm sorry. I'm kicking out Fallout 2. I'm not playing that.
Deceiver.
No, yeah, it's getting kicked out here. No, I said Fallout 7.
He's just gonna keep spinning it till he gets the game he wants. There it is. And he's.
Nobody saw that. That was. I'm not sure. I thought I. Oh, it started over. All right. You know what? Let's. For some reason, I must have somehow left it out. All right. Let's do this fair. So it's going to be either Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
I'll be right back, dear viewers.
Fallout New Vegas it is. Here we go. And I love Fallout New Vegas. Particularly if in 2020 now, if you mod, and I should change the game that we're playing here. If you mod the hell out of this now, it looks absolutely amazing. If you update the graphics for 2020, there's a how-to tutorial, and it looks really, really good. All right, we're playing Fallout New Vegas. Update this. God, even this intro, I played this game so many times. Hey, Clint, thank you very much. All right, Clint. You dropped the biddies. There was biddies that was dropped. I think I lost Venwa here. All right. Now, because Clint donated, I have to, speaking of the roulette wheel, I have to spin the roulette wheel of pain and eat one of these really awful. Okay, great. It's either going to be toasted marshmallow or something disgusting. Okay, I looked out there. Those were some blessed bits, let me tell you, because that was coconut and it could have been spoiled milk. So I lucked out there. I wonder if I should continue a game as opposed to... What do I have here? I'm loading in. I don't even know what I'm loading into. Oh, perfect. I'm right outside Doc Mitchell's. So now we can, let's get our play on. Oh, I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. I forget how running is just a little bit different in this game. You have to hold down the shift key. Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you...
Whoops. What's happening?
Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up...
Oh, God damn it, Wandering Wastelander.
Like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
All right, well... I do have a big iron on my hip. This is gonna be so bad. All right, so this is. I should probably spin the wheel first. Okay, good. It landed on the one that I picked. So this will either be chocolate pudding or canned dog food.
I secretly hope it's canned dog food. No offense.
Wow. That's yeah, that's canned dog food.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Oh, that's really I feel like I'm what what's going on there? One for me and one for my homies.
Was a prospect until I decided.
Simon did eat canned dog food. And I need to wash this down with whiskey because that was brutal.
Have you ever? So what is the brand actually of those jelly beans?
Keep your gun handy.
They are Jelly Belly, but they're Bean Boozled jelly beans.
Bean Boozled. Oh my! Somebody should be locked up in the penitentiary for that.
What makes these remarkable is that, like, someone had to know how to. What's going on with that pour? Someone had to know. Like they sat and tasted these until like, yep, that's dead fish, or oh boy, does that taste like a booger?
Well,
just like mom.
Personally, I mean, I don't judge people for doing it, but I've never eaten my boogers. I've never seen the appeal to it. But I can imagine what they taste like.
Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah,
See?
I guess there's a thing or two I could show you.
She was.
I forget,
Sonny's
is
one of
there-
those people where you always are like, why isn't Sonny a companion?
Yes. Edgar Moore cinematic. I think there's an option for always run.
But yeah, cheers, all you viewers at home.
I guess
I can't help it. I'm a Missourian. I drink Anheuser-Busch products. Forgive me.
Could be worse. Could be Pabst. A
It
gentleman
could be
of not culture, I see.
Even worse, it could be a Schlitz.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
It is a.
Take this and try to
What did you call it, Ken? A trash barrel? A.
hit a couple of them.
Yeah, that is a waste bin of beer.
Indeed.
That's fine.
That's the
Yep.
right idea. Put down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still.
Yep.
I think one of my favorite things about the beginning of this game is that you really get.
Wait a minute. Yep.
Sorry.
Nice shot. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight
That ain't the
sarsaparilla bottles.
target, but
Nice shot.
I gotta go chase.
No, I think I've learned enough.
Yourself.
I'm good.
I'm heading. Hey, do me a She'd be
Didn't you always love though how you got that decision right away in this game to be good or evil?
Oh no. Oh no. I this was a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
I just why did I do that? Oh no. Help me.
Oh no! I've never seen somebody get killed by her dog.
We're doing it for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Oh god. Just gonna...
Oh, but since you're playing this, I would be willing to, whenever it's appropriate, to do a rendition of Big Iron.
Oh.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles?
You're murdering Cheyenne!
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
But no, Clinwin 77. I don't think I've had Logboat. I assume you mean Columbia, Missouri. Yeah.
Clinwin is Moose from the podcast.
Oh no shit. Logboat. No, is that the name of the brewery or is that the actual beer?
I gotta go chase geckos away from our water
But
supply anyway.
I'm not sure.
Critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Moose.
Suit yourself. I'm heading
Well,
back
yeah.
now.
For those
Yeah,
who are
in
like,
fact,
who is this guy?
Let me do.
Sorry.
I gotta. How do I? For some reason, this won't let me toggle over to. Let me do a. Where'd my mouse go? There we go. Let's do. Our buddy Clint here, who plays Moose on the podcast, could really use some love. So hop on over to his channel and give him some. He's trying to make affiliate. He's
nice.
streaming with us this week for Fallout for Hope. So please hop over to his channel and follow.
She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke.
Oh yeah.
Should I shoot her again?
Yes.
All right. Can I not run now? Why am I?
Seems like a good idea to me.
How do I? Oh, you silly New Vegas. You guys like my Pip-Boy?
That looks tight, dude. What is that, Pip-Boy 8000?
It's the Fist Cuff 5000. I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to add it by. You kids are seeing behind the scenes. New Vegas add Pip-Boy missing. Here we go. Open the console.
He stole it from the Nightkin.
Player.equip item 15038. Oh, now we're cooking with gas, kids.
Ooh, brewing with ketamine we are.
Why am I not running again?
You overweight already?
I can't be.
You cucumbered?
Oh, I am. I'll be damned.
Look at this cucumbered man.
Well, I don't need. How do I forget how to drop. There we go.
Yeah, I forget.
There we go.
Do you break shit down in this game? I don't even remember.
You do. You can make ammo and stuff, which is a feature that a lot of people are really. Where's EZP going? All right. Well, he's got to run.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I'm
hang on.
stuck.
God, now I see what I did. I got rid of Fenwa. Sorry.
It's okay.
This is fine.
It's fine. No one needs to see. Oh, there's my face. Hello. Who's your favorite companion from New Vegas?
You know, it's been a while. I forget the name of the super mutant. It's grandma.
Oh.
It begins with an L. Lucy?
Oh,
Linda?
jeez. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's in the back of my mind.
You guys know. Lily. Yes.
Lily.
I knew it was an L. Yeah, I love Lily. She's got such a sad backstory. And she's so kindly. Like she thinks you're her grandkid.
When I love... It's strange, but one of my favorite things about any game that has companions is when you build that rapport up with them enough to where you get to access their side missions and like their story arcs to figure out more about them. This game had really cool ones. Oh, hey, Rux. DJ Rad Delicious Ruxpin. Good to see you.
Goes down gunfight.
Speed reader. Look at this guy.
We only have an hour here, so.
What is this? Who is the radio? Do you usually play this white hat, or do you ever go evil?
Oh, I'm gonna be evil this time. I'm gonna totally go with the powder gangers here.
Hell yeah! Yeah, because I think some people who have never played this game didn't know that you can side with them right away and be super evil. Like within an hour of playing this game, you can be super evil. So it's
I forget where they are. Offer to help Ringo. Get back here. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite DLC in this game?
Oh. Has to be Old World Blues.
Yes, your many penis fingers.
The dialogue that was in this is just so hilariously well written.
Yes, absolutely. It was
like
always my favorite.
The writing in this is as ridiculous as the show. Like some of the comments that people make and the jokes and our show, I mean.
Oh, I was like, what? You already got an inside look at the script? But yeah, no, it's because this game, New Vegas, had like those optional perks, right, where you can turn on Wild Wasteland.
Yes.
Or is that? Yeah.
That's this one where you. That's. I think I actually picked this one. And I'm trying to remember where. I think the Powder Gangers are somewhere back here. I have such fond memories of this game. There are points where you're wandering through the desert and you have Johnny guitar playing, which is just such a mournful, melancholy, haunting melody.
Absolutely.
And it leaves an impression.
If anybody here has been to Fenwa's Corner, you know that I have quite an infatuation with Peggy Lee. I would fight people to buy her a drink. Like I would. I know I love that song. I love it. But yeah, I mean, if you'd like, I could play Johnny guitar right now.
Hell yeah, brother, go for it.
All right, give me one moment.
I'll do my best, Peggy Lee. Making my way through the Mojave spaces, in the compound. Diddly diddly do. Gene skydiving.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
Luke, don't you have to go to the prison in order to turn against them? It's been so long, I completely forget.
All right, I got it.
Nice.
That's the wild thing about what I've been doing on Fenwa's Corner is like I'm trying to learn all the damn songs in the Fallout franchise, and that's a lot of music. So it's wild trying to go through the sheet music that I write because it's like, dang, dude, that's a lot of songs. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll get this going. Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. Whether you go, whether you stay, I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind, I know. like the one they call Johnny Guitar. La da da da, la da da da. And there was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, my Johnny Guitar. Oh, thank you, audience. Too kind, please, please. But no, I love that song, and the wild thing about back then, right, 50s and 60s, is that so many people did versions of somebody's song. Like some of the biggest hits from back then, it's like everybody you knew covered that song. But Johnny Guitar, not a lot of people covered it, which I think is kind of a testament to the rendition that Peggy Lee did. It's so haunting.
Oh yeah.
And I know that some people think it plays too much on the Fallout New Vegas radio, which is a fair argument. But it's still it's a song that has stayed with me since I first heard it when I was a kid, sitting in my grandmother's parlor, listening to old tracks on her record player. Old Doris Maddock. Great lady.
That's awesome.
You would have liked Doris and Hank, the Maddock clan.
Oh, Doc Mitchell.
Old Doc Mitchell.
I feel like I should have headed straight for Death Clock Inn.
And just get wrecked.
Like I could have tried to sneak. I might still do that.
That's very true.
I think I cleaned down the dock here already, and I did.
Well, you gotta. It's one of the best loot locations. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was the interesting thing, seeing the repair mechanic differences between 3 New Vegas and 4.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm always trying to remember which one could I use any weapon to repair any weapon.
I got the Vault 21 chip suit. Let's go for armored. That. We don't need that. That. Use a pistol. And damn it, I'm still overweight. Let's drop. God, I forget that there's no inventory management at all. I guess I can get rid of all these books. There we go.
Well, that's one of the funny things. You gotta be okay with being in your inventory and your menu a lot if you're gonna play a Bethesda game.
Oh yeah.
Good Doc Mitchell.
Southern edge of Good Springs, and you'll find cob by a small house.
It's so wild. Even this looks so good, vanilla on the PC.
Yeah, I didn't take the time to mod it, but if you overhaul this for 2020, this looks spectacular.
Oh, absolutely. Geez, there's this friend of mine in the community who who mostly just is active on Instagram and YouTube, makes a lot of videos. His name's Eclipse, and he modded out New Vegas, and the shots he gets of it, you're like, damn, dude, is this cyberpunk? Like, what is this? It looks so good. It looks so moody. Oh man, like I gotta just ask him to like, hey, take a screenshot of those mods, please, and send them my way, because it looks incredible.
Yeah, I'm still looking for him. Where's Cobb?
Turn around, turn around.
Back by the road.
That's something that I'm surprised they haven't introduced yet. I know this is New Vegas, and therefore Obsidian, but this starting outfit, right? Like, I would love that to be an outfit skin in 76. I would wear the shit out of it.
What do you want now?
No.
I mean, no, what?
No.
Tell me about the NCR.
What? Why can't, that's new. Normally I used to be able to, I mean, do I have to steal stuff?
To do what?
Now I'm locked out of the bad ending. Well,
How did that happen?
clearly I'm too good. I'm just too good. Should I kill Easy Pete? Will that, let's... maybe I'll steal something. Maybe he'll change his mind about me. This place is like 20 by 20. Yoink. Yoink.
Oh, okay. Since you started, I guess there was probably a point of no return in the quest line to help them out. But I always thought that you had man, it's been so long since I played this game.
Hey, El Taco, how are you?
Oh, Taco, a wonderful man.
I mean, I guess that's it. I'm stuck with.
You gotta be a good guy. Well, at least at the beginning. That's the cool thing about New Vegas. You have so many opportunities to totally be a piece of shit, if you wanna.
Oh yeah.
Like.
I think we're ready to start the raid. I have to go to Ringo. Johnny Ringo.
I'm your Huckleberry.
An excellent film.
Absolutely. Gosh.
I saw a behind the scenes where they talked about where that voice came from. And
Val Kilmer's voice?
Yeah, Val Kilmer had went to a speech coach, and he was fighting over finding the right voice for the character. And the guy had these really, really, really old transcription discs of an older Southern gentleman, and they played it back, and he had this kind of lofty aristocratic tone. So he listened to the impression, then he kind of worked that in, and that's where Val Kilmer got the perfect voice for that.
Hell yeah, it's such an iconic role.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention that Johnny Ringo is, of course, played by John Connor's father from Terminator, but but no, that.
Why, Johnny Ringo? You look like someone just walked over your grave.
Thing we always like to quote some of my friends is just when Wyatt Earp is just no, like no. But
I do have to say though, you tell him I'm coming and hell's coming with me. That was the most convincing anger I have ever seen.
Hell yeah, man. Kurt Russell, dude. What a damn hero of American cinema.
There's an interesting story behind that too, where the director, I can't remember, he either had a breakdown. Oh God, I'm out of. Something happened.
He pulled a Tom Cruise.
Something happened during it, and he basically took over like directing the movie, and is uncredited on it. It wasn't verified until years later.
Interesting. That's wild. Because that movie, there's so many different. I mean, talk about a star-studded cast, right?
Oh yeah.
So many big personalities in that movie. I imagine I imagine there had to be some interesting stories on set. I mean, you even got Billy Zane in there. Come on. So many dudes.
Well, bye.
I owe you a huge favor for this.
That was an interesting time period. Historical action movies were such a huge trend during that period. You had, and they were fantastic. You had Last of the Mohicans, which an amazing movie that had a breathtaking soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Dances
Great
with
novel, too.
Wolves, an amazing, amazing movie. With it also an amazing soundtrack. And then you had Tombstone. You had The Untouchables. These really,
Oh, yeah.
Untouchables was fantastic. Such a good movie.
Such a fucking good movie. Oh man, but damn, dude, it's funny because now I gotta go watch like 8 movies tonight because of our conversations.
I rewatched
It's like,
Tombstone recently. I love that movie so much.
well, it's wild because it's not your typical Western, right? It's sweeping. It's so sweeping and such a long movie. What does it clock in at? Like over 2.5 hours? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Or-
plus, God, Sam Elliott is like, he's a man out of time. Like, he has both the voice and the mustache for that time period.
Absolutely.
All he had to do was put on a coat. That's all he had to
Like-
change.
I'm glad that business is over.
It's funny because he's just one of those dudes who has that voice where you're like, man, were you just born with that? Like, is that how you just sounded? Because that's not fair. Like, I want it.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like he swallowed glass. That kind of grizzled, raw sounding, rough
Absolutely.
voice.
Wasn't he the Marlboro Man for a little bit? Or am I crazy?
I feel like that could be a thing. Maybe. All right, gang.
But it's man.
I'm gonna hang on to my testes here and book it for Deathclaw Cannon.
Well, there have been some great westerns since then that I think harken back to it, like the assassination of Jesse James.
Yep.
Such a good movie, man. He came, as Susie says, he came out of the womb sounding like a cowboy, and that's probably damn true, dude. Lonesome Dove. You know, speaking of good modern westerns, a sleeper western that a lot of people probably don't even know about is a Netflix western called Slow West, with Michael Fassbender. I recommend that. But it's funny because westerns as a genre, right? You got like super action-packed westerns, and then you got like the slow, visceral type of westerns, kind of like Kevin Costner's western he made called Open Range. Do you ever see that?
I don't think so.
It's damn good about free grazers, and it's got a great cast, man. Oh no, he's dead. Ooh, Godless. That was a great limited series. It's true, Brian.
That ought to keep things.
I
kind of live in an interesting era of westerns. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I totally walked off a cliff there.
Shit happens, man.
I forgot I don't have bird bones and marsupial.
Right? That's probably the most incredible I would say, honestly, I would say improvement to the Fallout franchise is serums, man. Like mutations that I remember when I first started playing 76 and I came across these two guys dressed up in the imposter sheep squatch outfits jumping like on roofs, and I'm like, what is this? What am I looking at? Like that's the goal, obviously. I really hope they keep that going. Like that's such a cool aspect of the game. Watch out for that fence there.
Yeah.
You don't want to go that way.
right, this time I'm not gonna make that mistake twice.
You don't want to go down there.
You don't want to go down that rod.
All these westerns, though, got me thinking, do you want to hear Big Iron?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I like how you're playing Big Iron as I walk into Deathclaw Canyon with nothing but a machete.
Hell yeah. Well, it is made out of an iron composite, is it not? All right, here we go. To the town of Agafria rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
As it always.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. For the stranger there amongst them had a big iron on his head, a big iron on his head. Yeah, here we go! It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He is an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, a big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and those many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Ew! Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. He is an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter. He was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Yeah. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. Yeah. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with a big iron on his hip, a big iron on his hip. Well, the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Yeah. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath, 'cause they knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. Come on, there was 40 feet between them when they stepped to make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Well, Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the stranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his head. A big iron on his head. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered around. There before them lay the body of the outlaw in the ground. Oh, he may have gone on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with a big iron on his head. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match that ranger with a big iron on his head. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match that ranger with a big iron on his head. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Big Irons by Marty Robbins. Woo! Absolutely. The thing I love about Marty Robbins, all of his songs are like really good short stories.
Oh yeah.
Like, another one of his great tracks, which, like I always like to talk about on my stream, is that, you know, clearly Fallout and Bethesda probably wanted a lot more songs, right? And there are those songs that you're like, man, that would have been perfect for Fallout, but I bet they couldn't get I bet the royalties were pretty damn expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
But there's this other song by Marty Robbins called "They're Hanging Me Tonight," and oh man, it's probably one of my favorite like cowboy trail music westerns that there ever was. Yeah, man. And that's, I think, one of the most amazing things about our day and age right now is that you can play Fallout, right? And then you can have Spotify running on your PC or on your console or whatever your streaming music of choices, and you get to like create your own musical experience, which is something I never even dreamt was possible back when, you know, we were kids playing video games.
If you had to add something musically or some kind of audio experience to Fallout, what would you add?
Well, I always talk about how like there are DLC ideas I have all the time, but you know, like one of the most amazing things about Fallout is how they always get somebody to create original music. Like in Fallout 4, the fact that they got Linda Rogers, right? Who is the ZeniMax CEO's wife, too.
Wandering Wastelander.
I would have it. But that's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. It's like, well, thank you, Wandering Wastelander. But the propensity to add original music and artists into the game, and clearly, like my far flung dream is to, you know, like capture the right people's attention. Be like, hey, let me do it. Like, let me busk on the side of a street when the one, like, I think the more they do stuff like that, the better. The more they create original music for games, I think it creates that next level of immersion. And a lot of games do it, and Fallout's done it before. And so I guess I wouldn't add it. I would just increase it. Like in 76, for example, I forget his name off the top of my head, but the lead singer of Spank that they got to cover the music, I would love to see him added into the game as an NPC who's playing music or something in Foundation. Would be very cool. And then, I'm here, Bethesda, recruit me.
I would love to see the radio stations become more dynamic. Maybe not
Oh yeah.
just with music, but also it would be amazing to have more original radio stories. Like we even had them in Fallout 4 with the Silver Shroud tales. I miss hearing those on rotation in the radio. One of the
Yeah,
first
man.
mods I install on any Fallout game, usually, the old radio stories, Twilight Zone or The Whistler or Inner Sanctum, and they fit the world so perfectly as you're exploring. You listen to these fun stories. I'd love to hear more of those original ones.
Absolutely. Oh, and who was who did they? Oh, geez, in Fallout 3, what was the radio drama they had? I can't remember it off the top of my head, but that's the thing. It's like,
Herbert Daring Dashwood
especially
was it Herbert Daring Dashwood? Yeah, I think it was.
yeah,
It was Herbert Daring Dashwood and his stalwart ghoul servant Argyle.
yeah, and you actually got
Chapter
to like
3.
find.
I go to the
Exactly.
potty.
Well, and you got to find that little, like you could find them, like you found him out in the game,
That was awesome.
and which was such a cool experience, and that's, you know, that's something that I know my friends and I have talked a lot about with 76 is like the inclusion of a DJ is great, but you have to remember the reality of an MMO that you're playing for years. You need it to be dynamic. You need it to change with the story, just like it did in all the other Fallout's, or else, like I don't care how good it is, you don't want to hear it 1,000 times.
Right.
As far as like the things that she's saying about the songs, and I wish, yeah, that there was some dynamicism to it, to which the more you did, the more it changed. And plus, it's like I wish she was a character that I could go meet. And I understand the difficulty though, because when you're talking about a radio station that everybody in a session is experiencing at the same time, it's perhaps impossible to create that kind of level of dynamic change. But
I'm
it'd be
also
so cool.
like even the radio hosts. I'm fairly picky with the sound that I'm looking for.
Yes.
Like Three Dog couldn't have been more perfect. Like that, when I think of a radio DJ, he was it. Whereas, was it Travis from Fallout 4? I wasn't a big fan of him as far as the DJ goes.
yeah.
And now that in 76, now that they've added a DJ, it just the voice isn't unique and commanding enough, and I think that's what I'm looking for. And it's hard to top Three Dog too, so I think I'm maybe unfairly trying to compare something to that.
No, don't worry. I understand completely. Like, she's a very talented voice actor.
Yeah.
She's in Steven Universe. She does a lot of great work. But when I listen to her talking, I don't, something about it. Like, she's too peppy, too Magooish, too happy to be out in the wasteland, and like, well, what? I'm like, you're no Mr. New Vegas. No offense. But
yeah, I mean, I yeah, next to Three Dog, Mr. New Vegas. Yeah.
I would definitely be down for Susie taking over the radio station. But it's like,
who hasn't been wandering around and they're having a bad day and they play New Vegas and he says, "I'm Mr. New Vegas and I love you." Like, okay.
you're like, I love you too.
I love you too. Oh, God.
Mr. Disembodied Voice. But
plus Wayne fucking Newton. You cannot do a New Vegas or a Vegas game without Wayne fucking Newton.
It was
the
was
legend
the
of Las Vegas.
Perfect addition. Let me get some birds here. Yeah, some birds.
He also, God, he has such a unique voice. The bassy, well-rounded, buttery smooth but deep notes that's in his natural speaking voice translated so well into brain broadcast on the radio station.
Oh, absolutely. He reminds me of a real life DJ who passed away not long ago, named Casey Kasem.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And regardless of,
This long distance dedication goes out to a woman and her dog.
Yeah, I'm Casey Kasem.
This one is
And you're like,
Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg.
but yeah, it's and honestly, that was kind of like the idea behind what I do on Fenwa's Corners. I want it to feel like a radio broadcast, and so I do my whole classic transatlantic voice to try to bring that experience to people that maybe want to turn off the music in their game and listen to something else. That's kind of like my whole goal, I would say.
Yeah, and for anybody in chat who already doesn't know Fenwa, you really need to follow his channel because unfortunately because of the timing, I miss most of the set, but it's always a great listen if you're enjoying the music here this evening.
Well, yeah, man. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah.
And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Central, you can listen to a live pirated radio broadcast from the heart of Appalachia. Or you could bring it with you on holotape series. Wherever you may go.
Previously on Fenwa's Corner.
And you can watch me drink copious amounts of wine and stay in time.
Drinking out of the trash can.
Indeed.
It's Trash Can Thursday on Fenwa's Corner.
Do you ever feel like
and
a
now
pint
the
just
Buckingham's
doesn't
with
cut
kind
it?
of a drag.
Oh, and Wandering Wastelander just brought that up. Aren't there some Easter egg nods to the Chad a Fallout 76 story podcast after Wastelanders? Wasn't there some?
Yeah, the if you go to the driving range, you meet an aristocratic raider who's pretending to be kind of posh, and if you listen to episode 10 of the show, that same kind of character they meet in the Wasteland. But it also is, I think, a little bit of a nod. When our group was first formed, there was a lot of hatred towards Fallout First. So the aristocracy was formed as kind of a hilarious joke in that regard.
Yeah, because it was like to protect Fallout Firsters who were getting griefed, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's how we all began.
Which it's funny how many people I know who play 76 where I'm like, man, just get Fallout First one time, like just once, and you'll see, you'll understand. And like we previously discussed, if you're a fan of 76 and you want it to go places you want it to go, they need money, pals. Like they need to earn a living. So the more of us who get Fallout First, the better everything's gonna be. And it's really not that bad. It's what, $14.99 a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but also I have few, if any, vices. So considering how much I play this game, this is no different than a night out with friends.
Well, absolutely, and it's way cheaper. I mean, like Luke just said, $13.99 a month. And you get the atoms back plus some. You get a discount on some atoms, so it pays for itself in that regard. It's like, and I always make that comparison, especially to my friends who are huge sports fans, right?
Sports fans.
Like it's a good comparison. How much does your average friend spend on their sports fandom compared to us? I think it's much cheaper.
God, I forget how much shorter this route is to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, you're already at Vegas? That was quick.
Old God mode. You strike
Hell
again.
yeah. No, New Vegas, man. I gotta play it again.
Yeah, the modding it for 2020 just takes a while. I think at one point in time we didn't have time because we were working on the podcast, but for the anniversary of New Vegas, I was going to do an updated playthrough. So I took, of course, I uninstalled it afterward. I wish I hadn't for this, but I spent like an hour and a half overhauling it. But graphically, you can update it completely. You can overhaul character models, the palette with new AMBs, and it'll just look really, really good considering how old this game is.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a funny topic. Like, a lot of people have been wondering, right? Like, now that Microsoft has both Bethesda and oh geez, why too much beer in the trash can and Obsidian. Now that Obsidian and Bethesda are under the same umbrella company, the possibilities, right? It's got everybody's imagination churning.
Boy, did people go crazy.
Oh yeah, everybody's like, I want a remake of New Vegas. I want this. It's like, how about now bear with me here. What about a new game?
I as much as I love that, I'm always worried because when you love something so much and it is so deeply ingrained in your memory, it's really, and it becomes an impossible task to top that and satisfy. Very few games, much less movies or TV series, can do that. Like maybe the Mandalorian more recently is a classic example of how to do a fresh take on a very old franchise in a way that makes it very satisfying.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Well, and I think that's the beauty about the Fallout franchise. It's such an expansive universe. You can really go anywhere. And what I think we all want to see as fans happen is, maybe the ideal marriage between Bethesda and Obsidian working together. Maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe it will. Obviously, none of us get to sit in on the meetings discussing this, if they're even occurring. But the fact that the possibility is there, right? I constantly am thinking about it, and who knows? It might take 10 years. I mean, a lot of us know as gamers that if you really want a great video game, it's going to take like 10 years to make, especially now. And that's a strange, stark reality because we all want it now. We want to see it now. We don't want it delayed, and we don't want it to have bugs. It's like, well, you can't have it all, pal. But I don't know. I'm excited to see.
As am I. We unfortunately ran out of time this evening. I would have liked to have played more, but I lost so much time snowblowing and cleaning up. So we need to end it here so I can go to bed and go to work tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Let's do a raid because let's pass on the love. And then I'm going to shut down the stream and bring it back up for the evening so we can keep track of donations and all of that good stuff.
Big thing tonight. We got Scully Face.
Yes. Scully Face
We
is
got
on?
some pals. I think she's still doing Wasteland walks.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love Scully. Let's raid Scully Face. She's good people. Oh, raid Clint.
like
Is
her
Clint broadcasting?
Oh, Clint. Is Clint on? I didn't notice.
He's not showing online for me. Oh, you know what? I think the problem just I don't think he joined the team. I got to show him how to do that. So
I feel like I'm following him, but I don't see him live.
So for now, let's hold tight, everybody. Let's go raid Scully Face. She's doing a really cool walk, and I love her. She's good people.
And thanks again for letting me join you tonight, Ken.
Yes, and yeah, thank you for joining us. And again, if you want to Check out Fenwa's amazing music. Please do so. I'll do one more shout out here before we raid. And then this dude has to go to bed. There we go. All right, everybody, let's go raid Scully.
Yes.
I love you, Ken. Losing another scavenger hunt to General Gray Fox.
We're doing a scavenger hunt. If you guys want to keep looking, go ahead. Foxy did get them all right. So
Okay.
if you guys want to keep finding them, go ahead because they are cleverly placed, right, Foxy?
They're really good. They're really good. As a matter of
I
fact,
wanna do
I
a
walked
scavenger
by
hunt.
probably the last 3 I found. I walked by about 3 times each before I found them.
Oh, and we actually just had General
watched,
Gray Fox
Willow
on the
find one
Atomic
of them,
sub.
and I
He's a
was
really
like,
nice guy.